All right, guys, today we're checking out the Yozma IN mini electric dirt bike. Let's get right to it. Numbers. For quite a small package, it is definitely heavy. So this is the first of many mini electric dirt bikes that seem to be launching for this year. Yozma is the first one that we got our hands on. There should be a couple more coming into the channel soon, so be on the lookout for that. This reminds me of what we reviewed last year, which was the Tutio and the eBox 2.0. This seems to be a very popular model currently, so that's why you're going to see a lot of these bikes hitting the road soon. On first glance, I really like the design of this thing. Red and black colorway. Even these body panels over here, like some of these plastics over here, like under the seat and the fender, even covering the motor and a little bit of the battery. It's a really nice touch. Even when we unboxed this thing, it felt really premium. It didn't feel cheap at all. With the Tutio, you know, as much as I did enjoy that bike, a lot of it felt a little rough around the edges. It felt kind of DIY, whereas this, you know, all the parts seem to be thoughtfully designed and engineered. So the first thing that you'll notice is a 14-inch front knobby tire, right? And then a 12-inch rear, a little bit wider. This is a common setup for these mini electric dirt bikes. We have these really nice hydraulic disc brakes. Looks like they're moto brakes, DOT fluid, that kind of thing. Thick rotor. You also have a suspension fork. I think might be some adjustment, maybe not. Got the number plate, integrated front fender. We also have the saddle seat over here. It's a little bit slippery. If you plan to stunt this thing, you want something just a little bit grippier than this. So here we have a giant sprocket. Don't know exactly how many teeth there are, but there is a lot. So this is how you get that amount of torque from a 48 volt battery. You got the mud guard over here. We also have a rear monoshock, which I believe has some preload adjustment. Got the 420 chain, got standard pegs over here. Up top we have the rubber grips. Here's a look at the brake levers, set up moto style, so left side is the rear. We did disconnect the brake sensors, so you do have to kind of get in there. I had to loosen this panel over here and remove the brake sensor. You know, when we ride these bikes and we try to wheelie them or practice wheeling, taking the brake sensor off is actually more useful than having them on. Here we have a, what is that, G518 display. So pretty typical display for e-bikes. This one is in color, which is interesting. So nothing super special about that, but you do have 3 power levels. This is the headlight control. So you got this really bright headlight, really nice. A little padding over here for the bars, and then you do have what I believe is a Sur-on throttle. That looks like a proper Sur-on throttle, so pretty easy to replace if you break it. The same key that you use for the ignition, you could actually use it over here to open the saddle. Lift that up. There you go. So the battery just slides into here, and you have this power cord that goes to the controller. You also have this bracket over here. You'll probably need a socket wrench to remove it, but this keeps the battery secured. The battery looks like we have a nominal voltage of 54 volts and nominal capacity of 23.4 amp hours. Saying nominal voltage of 54 volts feels a little misleading. Just say 48 volts. Everyone understands. Here is a look at the shock. So it looks like you can add some air into it, and you can change the preload up top. The controller lives in here, and this looks like it's a far driver controller. So probably in the next video, we'll try to get into it, change the settings. We'll hit up our buddy Ryan Goodyear and see if we could change the tune a little bit. I kind of like the stock tune. I think Sully likes the stock tune as well. He could definitely wheelie this thing. I don't know, it just feels like a really premium mini electric dirt bike. So I think, yeah, I think this is something that we're gonna hold on to for a little bit. According to the website, the motor is a 2600 watt mid-drive motor. So that's probably 2600 watt rated. Maybe you get a little bit more peak, who knows. And this is something that you could probably easily mod. I'm even thinking that some of the mods that people did for the Tutio would bolt right onto this thing. And the total weight of this bike is 121 pounds. So now that we've gone over all the features of the Yozma IN, let's take it out for its first ride.
In 3, 2, 1. Not bad, off to a good start. It's already blowing my hat off. 3, 2, 1, go. Mind you, this is uphill, so, and it's still pulling really good. Already almost up to 30, although the dash is like 5 miles an hour off. So don't go off that for accurate speed. Definitely go off GPS. Some of them are pretty spot on, some of them aren't, but you can't be mad if it's only a few miles an hour off. But yeah, about 35 mile an hour, doesn't matter uphill, downhill. It loves it, so that's good. I wonder if it has more potential, but the world may never know.
Okay, first ride with the Yozma IN 10 mini electric dirt bike. Let's get right to it. I am a short rider, 30-inch inseam. This is what I look like sitting on the bike. There are 3 riding modes, so we will start with power level 1 and get right into it. All right, so on level 1, smooth power delivery. I like the throttle, full twist throttle. Looks like a Sur-on throttle. It's pretty responsive. So even on power level 1, get a little bit of a quick torque acceleration, but it's very mild, right? Obviously. Very easy to maneuver. Brakes feel good. Probably still need to be broken in, but not bad. Yeah, these like mini electric dirt bikes are pretty popular. Definitely see a lot of models coming out now for 2026. And yeah, wow. I mean, if you're used to you know, the Tutio or the E-Box, you'll be right at home. That feels really good. Bump it up to power level 3 now. And way more power off the line. You can hear that motor, right? Go off-road. Woo! Oh yeah. This thing rips. Woo! So much fun. Oh yeah. Can't wait for Ben to demonstrate this thing. Oh yeah. Brakes are good. Let's do a brake test. Let me go back here. Gather up some speed. Probably don't need a lot of room to test the brakes. Here we go. Oh yeah, very nice. See if this thing can balance. Oh yeah. Sully will show you how to wheelie this thing, but you know, if you are a beginner, if you're practicing, definitely easy to modulate the throttle. Brakes feel good.
So let's take this Yozma around where it belongs. Off-road here. This is a fun little bike. Suspension absorbing all this, no problem. Just feels real solid. Wheelies. Little bunny hops. Take this wide. Oh, this thing got overgrown. Oh yeah. Now this thing definitely handles off-road really good. that suspension really taking it, you know? Ah, there goes my hat. LOL. Let's see if it can go up the hill. Not enough to make it, but enough to wheelie most of it. What error are we getting here? We're getting an error. All right, let's try that again. Maybe a little faster, a little bit of a run up this time. All right, a little bit more of a run up this time. Yeah, no problem, you know. Not super powerful, not super slow. Yeah, the Yozma, man. I mean, it's, you know, it's a pretty solid built bike. I mean, everything from the suspension to the throttle to the tune, everything feels solid. So, take it through one last little spot.
So let's recap the specs. The Yozma IN 10 is built with a high carbon steel frame and weighs about 121 pounds. It runs a mid-drive 2,600 watt motor paired with a far driver controller and a 48 volt 23 amp hour battery. That setup pushes a top speed of around 35 miles per hour with up to 53 miles of range depending on terrain, rider weight, and power mode. It uses a chain drive system with a large sprocket, a full twist throttle, and a key ignition for access. For control, the Yozma comes with a hydraulic front suspension fork, a rear monoshock, and off-road tires sized 14 inches up front and 12 inches in the back. Stopping power comes from Moto-style hydraulic disc brakes, while the Moto-style seat has a quick release for easy battery access. You also get front and rear fenders, a left-mounted display, and a setup that resembles an electric pit bike.
So it looks like it has 3 modes. I'm just gonna skip right to 3. See how this thing wheelies and how it handles, how the brakes work, because they are DOT brakes, which is super nice, and kind of see how it is off-road too. Which, it grips up really good. Let's see if we can jump it real quick. Yeah, suspension's good. It didn't even bottom out there for something right out the box. That's really impressive. The brakes feel really good, so yeah, it definitely should wheelie. And it does. All right, let's try a seat stander. So I need to put the brake lever down a little bit more and I'd be able to get some more leverage on it because it's just too high up. But other than that, I mean, for right out the box, I mean, dang, that's pretty impressive for what it is. The seat's a little slippery. So once you get to that like balancey point area, you feel your butt slipping, but definitely need a grippier seat. But other than that, oh Jesus, hit the throttle a little too hard there. But yeah, I mean, it should be able to pick up under its own power. Oh yeah, no problem. So, you know, I'm not really helping it at all. That knee knock even. Whew. Like I said, I gotta move that brake down a little bit, but other than that, yeah, super solid bike. I love how the bike feels. I love how the bars are. They could be a little bit bigger maybe. I don't know what I need. If it needs to be taller, I think they need to be a little bit rised. but not by much. It's really close to perfect right out the box. But yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% sure what motor is in there, but it's just a 4-bolt motor, so I'm assuming it's probably a pretty generic one where you could get something that would bolt right in there and be, potentially you could find one more powerful. I don't know. We'll have to do some digging into that and see what we can find.
The Yozma IN 10. Wow, really impressed. When we unboxed this thing, we were already kind of impressed with the quality of the parts, right? 100% sure this is a Sur-on throttle. Brakes feel really good, right? And they were moto style, which is how we like it. We did disconnect the brake sensors. That's just kind of what we prefer. Makes it easier to wheelie as well. You know, the last 48 volt mini dirt bike that we reviewed was the 2TO, and that thing like took off. That became a real hit. The Yozma definitely is a really decent competitor. A lot of things that I think we wanted to see improved on the 2TO already in this bike. Overall, like aesthetic and the looks of it, it looks like really, really good. Like they put a lot of thought into the design of this thing. Obviously the red and black colorway, but even the plastics that are just, you know, in the right places and kind of like hiding the battery and the motor. It does have a far driver controller, so we'll probably try to tune this thing on the next video. I really don't know if there's anything else you would want to do on this bike. I mean, I think it kind of comes with everything you need. If you want more power, obviously more range, it would be really easy to mod. I don't know exactly what motor they're using, but it seems like you could swap it out for something more powerful. So yeah, the Yozma IN 10, first impressions, solid recommend.
So here's what we like. The Yozma has plenty of power off the line, making it easy to lift the front wheel, and the rear monoshock paired with the moto seat and front fork keeps the ride surprisingly comfortable. The far driver controller is another plus, giving experienced riders a lot of room to customize the bike to their style. But here's some things to think about. The 48-volt setup might feel a little tame if you're looking for bigger performance. It's not street legal since it's only meant for off-road use, and taller riders could find the frame a bit too small and cramped. So what do you think of the Yozma IN 10 electric mini dirt bike? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.